Okay, what we're on to now is the shafts. We have to inspect the shafts just as like we inspected the heads. And this time what they do is most shafts, if they're worth their weight, especially the graphite, come in a plastic sleeve such as what you see right here. So you have to remove the sleeve, and they come with a rubber band on them. So you got to remove the rubber band, you got to remove the sleeve. And after you do a few, you get to make a ball that looks like that. Alright, so what you're asking, how are you weighing these? Well, I just went and I bought a regular kitchen scale. I put a few gram weights on it and I found out that this thing weighs really, really good. Now, like we did with the irons, I'm always different than the weight that comes from the irons. Now, they may have a very good gram scale that works well for them, but this is what works for me. This is not from wherever these were made. This is me doing this right here. So how do I weigh the shafts in relation to weighing the heads? Well, I can't just put the shaft on here on top of this, otherwise it just starts rolling around. So what I do is I've gotten a shaft clamp, and you get these from Golfsmith or the Golf Works. And what I do is I just put them right here in the middle. Move that out of the way. And then what I do is I re-zero it. That way I get the actual weight of the shaft itself. And I just set that on there, and it comes out at 82. We do another one, and that one comes out at 82. And that one comes out at 80. So we set that one a few more slots down, so I know that's the lighter one. And that's 81. Now when you get to do this, you always watch and make sure that your zero goes back to zero. Sometimes it floats up, and you want to make sure that you're starting at zero. And we're back to 80. Okay. And 81. So we have 2 at 80, 2 at 81, and 2 at 82. Not a bad spread. We're only talking about 2 grams. 2 grams in the shaft's not a bad transition. If you start seeing 5, 6 gram transitions, then you've got a bad set, and honestly I'd just return them. But the 2 grams as you go down the set, I always like using the lightest shaft in the lowest number head, and the heavier shaft in the lower in the higher number shaft or into the wedges. What that does, that keeps it spread out, and it keeps that weight going up as you go down through the shafts, and it acts for a very, very nice balance. Now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go look for the spine.